Hey there, welcome to my channel. My name is Kelsey and I am coming at you with a brand new Crow Music Lab tutorial. And I thought it would be fitting because of T Swift's new album out, Midnight, that I would show you how to write Bejeweled on Crow Music Lab. Right now it is trending #2 in music. Like, her album is just been slamming, and I'm excited to show this tutorial for you. But before we really dig in, please make sure to hit that subscribe button and the bell so that you are notified of when new tutorials come out on my channel. And please also give this video a thumbs up because it does support me and this channel. And if you're watching this right now, which right now it is October 27th, 2022, I am going to be doing a collab with the Austin Baker. If you are a Crow Music Lab lover, you probably know who Austin Baker is. I'm doing a collab with him really soon, and I would love to hear your requests on what me and him can do together. So please leave those comments down below, and I'm excited to share with you in the future when that collab is going to happen. And if you are part of my YouTube memberships, you will also get sneak peeks of when that collab is actually going to be happening. All of that information is going to be down below though, but I know you are wanting this tutorial, so let's go ahead and get started. All right, we're going to start out on Songmaker. So the very first thing we're going to do before we really get started into writing is we're going to go to our settings. So on your settings, you're going to have 12 bars for your length, and then we're still going to stay 4 beats per bar. And then for split beats, we're going to go up to 4, as you see here. And then, in fact, for the scale, we're actually going to stay in major. So this is where I'm going to try to keep it pretty simple for writing the song. So if you have watched like my previous Crow Music Lab tutorials, I usually do like chromatic, and this time we're going to stay in major. We're going to keep it simple. And we're going to stay on middle C, and then we're going to use 3 octaves. So take this moment right now if you need to pause and make sure that this is the settings that you have before we really dig in. So once you have the settings as you see here, you're going to click on that blue check mark, and then the next step is going to be the tempo. So instead of 120, we're going to type in 82, and you'll see why in a little bit. And instead of marimba, we're going to do piano, as so. Now make sure you scroll all the way to the bottom and start right at the very beginning. In my tutorials, I usually start from the bottom octave, then the middle, and then the top. And that's usually how that goes. So what you may be seeing during our tutorial, it may not make a lot of sense. And especially for this piece, it may really look like it's just all over the place. But at the end, if you stay until the end, you'll see how it's all put together and how everything will make sense then. So let's start on the first bar, which on the very first split beat, you're going to do red. And we're going to then move on to the next bar here, which then will be red again, but then go up 1, 2, 3 to the dark green that you see here. Now we're going to skip 2 split beats, 1, 2, add another green here. So next bar, we're then going to add orange. So then in the next bar, we're going to do another orange, go up top 2 to that dark green, skip 2 split beats, 1, 2, add the dark green. So this is what you should have for the bottom octave so far. And what you may be seeing is there's going to be a lot of repeating patterns for Bejeweled. So now we're going to go into this gray section where we are actually going to go up 1 from dark green. So purple, then dark green. And that's all we got on there. So then in the next bar, we just add dark green, purple. So they're kind of stacked on each other. We're going to skip 2 split beats, 1, 2, add the green here. Next bar is green, pink, pink. Next bar is going to be green, pink, skip, green. Now, The next white section, excuse me, and then the next gray section is going to be exactly what we just put on here. So I'll go over that again. So then we have the red for the first bar, and then followed by the next bar, the red and the dark green. Skip to 1, 2, green. Next bar, orange, followed by the next bar, orange, green. Skip 2 split beats, 1, 2, dark green. Then go up 1, purple, green. And then next bar, green, purple on top of each other. And then skip 2 split beats, 1, 2, green. And then followed by green, pink, pink. Oh, pink right here. Then next bar, green, pink, skip, green. So it's literally that same pattern 2 times that we just did. And guess what? You get to do it 1 more time. Actually, 2 more times. What am I saying? So, same pattern again for the bottom octave. So, the red, and then next bar, red, green, skip 2 split beats, 1, 2, green, followed by orange. Then you do orange, green, skip, skip, green. And then the gray section, purple, green, next bar, green, purple, skip, skip, green, and then green, pink, pink, and then green, pink, skip, green. I know. And guess what? We get to do that 1 more time. So, because I know your time is precious, and I'm going to try to go as quickly as I possibly can. So, 1 more time with the red, and then red, green. Skip 2, 1, 2, green, and then orange. Next bar, orange, green. Skip 2 split bar beats, 1, 2, green, and then purple, green, and then we got the green purple stack. Skip 2 split beats, green, and then green, pink, pink. Next bar, green, pink, skip, green. Okay, so you get to do that little pattern of the white and the gray a total of 4 times. So you'll see here, so 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So that's all the same 4 times. Now, this final part here is actually going to be pretty simple. So at the beginning of this white section, add red. Then we're going to skip this bar entirely. So then we're going into the 3rd bar of the white section, which is orange. And then we're going to head to the gray section, where we're actually going to go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the purple. So next bar, purple. And then followed by dark green. And then followed by dark green. And then we're actually going to do that same pattern 1 more time. And that's going to be the red, skip the bar, orange, and then gray section is going to be the purple, next bar, purple, next bar, dark green, next bar, dark green. Now I know what you may see and then what you're about to hear, it may not sound like much, but trust the process and trust that I'm adding harmonies and that there's a purpose behind the harmonies because it adds flavor to when we're going to put in the melody. I promise it's going to be worth it in the end. So let's take a quick listen before we move on. I know it does not sound like much, yet. I understand that. As someone who is a musician for over 15 years, there's a purpose for this, okay? So I'm just going to say this now before we move on back to the beginning and into the second octave. If you do this tutorial and you are just like, this is too much, Kelsey, I just don't think I could do it, I'm really overwhelmed, could I just have the link? So I don't just give out my links freely. So what I'm going to be doing instead is I offer my Crow Music Lab links in my Teachers Pay Teacher store for just a very, very small fee. And it's just for my time and effort that it took for me to actually write the songs on Crow Music Lab. And so I feel like I should have a little bit of compensation, for writing the songs and taking the time out of my day to write the songs for you guys. So it's all I ask in return. It's what helps support my channel as well. So if that is what you feel like doing instead of doing this tutorial, feel free. All those links are going to be down below for just a small fee. So let's keep going. We're now going to scroll up just a little bit into the second octave, which is just above the bottom octave that we just did. So what this is going to look like, so there is going to be a lot of repeating stuff going on. So, but this is going to be a little bit different than what we did in the bottom octave. So where we are going to be starting is on the second split beat of the second octave. So first bar, we got red, red, orange. We're going to start there, and then in the next bar, we're going to skip red, orange. So then in the next bar, skip red, orange, yellow. So we got little staircase action going on here. So then in the next bar, we skip red, yellow. So this is what it should look like so far if you're following along with me. So now we're going to go into this gray section where we're going to skip 1, 2, start here with red, orange, and then in the next bar skip red, orange. And the next bar skip, 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 orange. And then next bar skip, skip, orange. So this is what you should have so far. And now we're going to kind of repeat a little bit, although there is just a very, very slight change. So just make sure you pay attention on that. So what this is we're going to skip and then do red, red, orange. And then next bar, skip, red, orange. And then next bar, skip, red, red, yellow. Next bar, skip, red, yellow. So this is what we got. So then we go into the gray section here where we're going to skip, skip, red, orange. And then next bar, skip, red, orange. And then we go into the next bar where we skip, 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 orange. And then skip, skip, orange. So that's what it should look like. And then we're going to kind of go back on this white section here where we are going to repeat kind of like the very beginning again. So it's going to be the skip, red, red, orange. And then next bar is skip, red, orange. And then next bar is going to be skip, red, orange, yellow. And then next bar we skip, red, orange. And the gray section we're going to skip 2, so 1, 2, so then red, orange. Next bar we skip, red, orange. And then next bar we skip, 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 orange. And then skip 2, 1, 2, orange. Now this is where it's going to be kind of fun in this next white section here. So we're still going to be kind of doing the same similar pattern a little bit. So that's where it's going to be like the skip, red, red, orange. But directly above the second red here, you're going to go up 1, 2, 3, and add that dark green right there. And then in the next bar, you're immediately going to add a yellow, and then red and orange. and above the orange, add a dark green. So take a moment if you need to. You can always pause at any point in my videos if you need to make sure everything lines up with how I have it here. So, and take your time. There's no rush. So anyways, we're going to keep going. And in this next bar, we're going to skip red, orange, yellow, and then directly above this orange here, add the dark green. So this is what it should look like so far. And then in the next bar, you're going to skip red, orange, directly above the orange, add a dark green. All right, and then now we're going to go into the gray section here where we're going to directly, so add a dark green, skip, go all the way back down, red and orange. In the next bar, we're going to skip red, orange. And then do the same pattern. So then in the next bar, we skip, 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 orange, and then skip, skip, orange. Now, we're going to get into something completely different in this section. So what that's going to look like in this bar, so we're going to skip and then go up 1, 2, 3 to that light green that you see here. And then in the next bar, we're going to add the red and the light green here. And then skip 2, 1, 2, add the green here. In the next bar, we're going to skip and then add the purple. And then we just have purple for that bar. So then in the next bar, we're going to do the orange and then go up from there, add the purple. And then we're going to skip 2, 1, 2, add that purple. And then for this whole gray section, so at the very first split beat on each bar, we're going to add dark green. So then that's dark green, skip, 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 dark green, skip, 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 dark green, skip, 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 dark green. All right, so that is what we should have so far. And then get this, we get to basically repeat that pattern again one more time. T-Swift likes to repeat things, the same pattern. So most popular artists like to. Just a fun fact. Anyways, so we're going to move on to this white section where, again, we skip, add the dark green, and then in the next bar, go down red, dark green, skip 2, 1, 2, we got the green, and then in the next bar, skip, purple, and then move on to the next bar where we go back down orange, purple, skip 2, 1, 2, purple. And then for this final gray section here, we're going to do that same dark green, skip, 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 dark green, skip, 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 dark green, skip, 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 dark green. So this is what we have now. So I know you're probably thinking, where's the melody, Kelsey? Guess what? That last octave, the top octave, that's going to be where we're going to hear that melody. So you got to understand the harmonies are just as important as the melody. So it's, and if you have watched my tutorials, you know that I'm going to add the harmonies because it makes the piece more interesting than just writing the melody. It's one of those instances where it's like the little TikTok where it's just like, look, if you're boring, just say that. Like if all you want is just the melody. I'm only kidding. So all for fun. Okay, let's finish the song. So now we're going to scroll all the way to the top. So this is where we are going to write the melody. And this is interesting. So you'll see in a little bit that T Swift only sang just a few notes for the melody. You'll see as we're going to be repeating a lot of the same colors is what that means. So very beginning, we start with red at the beginning and then followed by 4 oranges. So orange, 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 orange. Yep. And then skip orange, orange. After this last orange, go up 1 to yellow. And then we're going to skip and then add orange, orange. Now in this next bar is going to be straight orange. Orange, 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 orange. So then we get into the gray section here where we go up 1, where we do the yellow and then skip orange, orange. And then we're going to do in the next bar orange, red, red. So then we skip this bar, this next bar here completely. So then we go into the final bar of the gray section where we add orange and red. And then we're going to go and start on this white section where on the first bar here, we are going to skip 2. So 1, 2. So then here, we're going to do orange, orange. In the next bar, all oranges. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then in this third bar, go up 1, yellow, and then orange, orange, orange. And then next bar, orange, 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 orange. And then we start a gray section where we go up 1, yellow, skip, orange, orange. Next bar is orange, red, red. So the reds are together. Sorry. So we skip this bar. So then we go into this fourth bar here where we add orange and red. So I know it's, again, it'll all make sense in the end, I promise. So we're going to start seeing that change a little bit here. So in this white section here, we're going to actually start, so we're going to skip 1 and start here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, the dark green. And we're going to do this 4 times. So dark green, dark green, dark green, dark green. So we're now in the new bar. So then after this green, go down 1, light green, light green, light green. So that's only 3 times. And then next bar is 2 yellows, like you see here. Skip, and then orange. And then next bar is orange, 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 orange. I told you, lots of oranges. So in the next bar, which is a gray section, it's going to be orange, orange, skip, orange. And then followed by orange, 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 orange. Again, lots of orange, orange. So then next bar, skip, orange, skip, red. And the next bar, we then going to do orange, skip, orange, yellow. Now we're in a white section where then we are going to start. So we're going to skip 2 split beats, 1, 2. So up here, we're going to go up to the green. And then next bar is yellow, skip, green. And this next bar, we're going to do that same thing again. So on the third split beat, so skip 2, 1, 2. So then green and yellow. And then next bar, skip 2, 1, 2. Got the green here. And then we're going to start a new gray section where it's then going to be green, orange, orange, red. And then orange, skip, orange, yellow. After that, we got skip, orange, orange, red. And then we got orange, skip, orange, yellow. So we got that little pattern again. So that was the chorus. So now we're getting into the little in-betweens of the chorus and the verses. So this is where we get here and towards the end. So we skip 2 split beats, 1, 2. So here we do red, orange, and then another orange. So it's kind of like a sideways L here. And the next bar we skip red, orange, like so. And the next bar we skip 2, 1, 2. So that's red, orange here. And in this section, we're going to add a red, and directly above that red, 1, 2. So the light green here. And from this light green, go yellow, orange. So it's kind of going a little down a bit. So next bar, we have the red, skip orange. And then we are going to be, I'm sorry, excuse me. We're going to back up a little bit. So we're actually going to be removing this. So here, I'm so sorry. So then here, we're actually going to skip red, orange. So this is what that little section is. So when the gray section starts, that's when it's going to be the red and then the light green. And then staircase here. And then that's when we're going to do the red, skip, orange. And then here is where we're going to repeat the red and the light green, yellow, orange. And then red, skip, orange. So this is what the little gray section should look like. So, and that is why I usually have a reference. So I already had written this out before showing this to you. That's why that's there. So anyways, so we're going to repeat that pattern for the end. So we skip 2. So 1, 2. So red, orange. And then next bar we skip red, orange here. And then in the next bar we skip 2. 1, 2. Red, orange. And then skip red, orange. And then in this last gray section, it's going to be the red, the green, yellow, orange. And then red, skip, orange. And then red and green, yellow, orange, like so. Red, skip, orange. And that is Bejeweled. Okay, and that is the tutorial for Bejeweled by Taylor Swift. So if you have followed along with me to the very end, congratulations. You did a great job writing this tutorial with me. So I'm very happy that you did this, like you did this hard work, and you came all the way to the very end. So happy for you for that you worked so hard into doing this. And for that, I had just realized I had completely missed a couple of notes. So let's go back for a little bit real quick. So if you go back to the very beginning here, so if you go into this gray section here, so right after this second red, make sure you do purple and then green, skip, green. And that is like super minor. And so in that gray section, we're going to do that again. So skip. So like, that's literally it. Anyways. And then otherwise, like, you guys did great. Wonderful. So again, that's why I have that little reference right beside me when I do this. So, and this was a lot of notes. You saw that this was a lot of notes. So this is hard for me to memorize. I know there was a lot of repeating things, but I'm not as young as I look. Okay. So anyways, I'm so glad you stayed this far into this video. If you have any other requests, please leave those requests down below. I'll put those into consideration. And if you are a part of my YouTube memberships, then you have first priority in having your Crow Music Lab request be shown in my next Crow Music Lab tutorials. So I hope you'll put that into consideration and you get free song links if you join in on my memberships as well. And of course, all of my song links, including tutorials that I have not done, like songs for song links, are also going to be in my Teachers Pay Teacher store as well. So if you are curious about what songs I have written but I have not done a video on, it's going to be in my TPT store down below. So once again, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.